Fakori. Jacob Frank Farnsworth. Cameron L. Force. Jamie Renee Freiberger. Alvaro Garcia. Kevin Martin Garibay. Christian Douglas Gibson. David M. Gregory. Alexander C. Harkleroad. Sean P. Harlan. Dustin Levi Harold. Alexis Herrera. Next group, please stand. Neil Thomas Herzig. Iris Hen. Sarah K. Hoff. Morgan L. Hoffer. Clarissa N. Holder. Kevin C. Horn. Kayla Beth Jacobson. Rachel Vaughn Jenkins. Jared A. Jerebick. Savannah Paige Johnson. Madison M. Jordan. Tanya M. Joseph. Sherry Charlene Kellips. Celine Catherine Kluss. Mark Allen Noss. Jesus H. Lawrence. Alicia Kalani Leong. Clayton J. Lewis. Catherine Grace Lomax. Brennan C. Lowe. Ryan Luong. Elijah J. Mack. Courtney Michelle Mayhew. Nancy Lovita Mandich. Maddie Masick. Taylor Elizabeth Maturani. Jamie D. McNamara. Allison Paige McNearney. Robert W. McQuarrie. Next group, please stand. Brian B.B. Mendoza. Michael Kazuhiro Miyahara. Sorry. Skylar Moland. Spencer G. Moyer. Palestine. Matthew Ryan Parks. Ariel Marie Patterson. Bronte Isabella Pescador. Caleb Anthony Petouche. Taylor Marie Phillips. Christian S. Powell. Blake Andrew Pryor. Dylan J. Quaylin. Cole Jonathan Ringu. Jordan Andrew Rivers. Ashley Robinson. McKenna K. Rumsey. Andrew Ryder. Zachariah Sandoval. Austin J. Sawyer. Elizabeth Megan Scott. Next group, please stand.
You're in college, then when you're high school.
I'm going to be in college before he's 18. No.
You already got credit?
Yeah, there you go. On the Sunday.
Kira Nicole Shea. Krishante Lachelle Shelby. Aaron Sines. Tyler Ushin Skinner. Jenna M. Skolmich. Ariana Elizabeth Stevens. Phoebe Celeste Stock. Nicholas J. Taboga. Brandon James Tingy. Kimberly N. Tran. Joseph Gustav Tranero. Kayla Sierra Trotter. Dominic Salayo Tufi. Bianca V. Uribe. Savannah Kelly Bell. Nicholas Andrew Vandenover. Juliana M. Vanderlee. Brittany L. Walsh. Scott D. Wheeler. William Joseph White. Daniel Sherry Wilkerson. Chase C. Williams. Nicholas L. Wilson. Hunter M. Wolfert. Jeremy Isaiah Woolnow. Nathan M. Warswick. Louis Y. Zawar.
Another one of our own, David Gregory, was recently honored with an award from the Santee School District. He will soon be giving a speech titled The Speech. Following David, Jenna Skomach, our ASB president, will deliver our farewell address.
was an incredible, pivotal day indeed. It's one of those days that you always dream of and hear about, but never actually expect it to happen. Almost like a day without algebra homework. Thank you. As the esteemed Walt Disney once said to me, the students of Carlton Oaks possess an awesome potential. At this time, they should be prepared to wield it to their advantage. It wasn't Walt Disney. No one ever said that. But, all joking aside, this is nonetheless true. Each student sitting before me has displayed potential for a thriving, prosperous future. As time has worn on, however, the possibilities of our future have broadened and multiplied. In other words, we can now accomplish anything that we desire. Now, I'm not saying that you could ride a winged piece of toast into a storm of raining snails to battle spaghetti soldiers if you want, but I say that if a task exists, then you can do it. And it is now that I realize that this is precisely what our years at this school have been for, to prepare us for the impending labyrinth of opportunities laid out before us. And yes, perhaps our education has appeared to stray somewhat from its purpose on occasion. For example, I now have a very thorough knowledge of the quadratic formula, what does and what does not define a burn, and when it is appropriate to graffiti whiteboards with the word firm. All thanks to the school. And Carlton Oaks has performed admirably in equipping me with the tools necessary to take on new opportunities. The whole ordeal of life can be thought of as a path, and prior to now, the path we have treaded has been straight, simple, and unobstructed, paved by previous generations. As we enter high school, and eventually adulthood, the path will fork out into new roads, which will lead to new, intricate network of highways, all representing a new accomplishment or decision. As we travel along it, we shape our lives and mold it to our liking. It will grow confusing and winding, and there will be barriers, our own fears, doubts, and lack of confidence. But there will be dead ends, points where it seems as if we can go no further. However, there is one driving force alone that can conquer these obstructions, and that is your own willpower. Maintaining your determination and willpower is crucial for your success, for it is the only force that can overcome your personal obstacles and aid you on your meandering journey. You cannot allow it to falter or waver for even a second. And it is now that I urge you to realize that no more is anything a matter of can you, but will you. So go, venture forth into the upcoming era of our lives in which our morality will be tested and brand new epic responsibilities will be granted to us. Because we can. Because we are the class of, alright, well, Mr. Town, if you want, it's 10 to the 4th power over 10 squared times 5 plus 0.03 all over 2 times 6. For the rest of us, it's the class of 2012. Thank you.
That was incredible, David. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to the 2012 8th grade promotion at Carlton Oaks. So most of the speeches want to focus on what's happening towards the future, like going to high school and jobs, but I want to reflect on all the moments that have brought us up to this point. Like, we'll start out in 3rd grade, because that's when I came here. Like, when we just started that little garden behind Project Safe, and now it's huge, and everyone goes to visit it now. And in 4th grade, when we had those rats in Miss Powell's class, and everyone wanted to play with them and take care of them and let them run around the room. And then in 5th grade, when it's silent in the room, and Mr. Williams comes barging through the door, riding on this wooden pony, and is dressed up in a Paul Revere outfit, yelling the British are coming just to do a history lesson. And in 6th grade, when we did those Greek plays, and people brought togas and brought wooden weapons, and one of my friends even dressed up with an afro, and Katie. In 7th grade, we became junior hires, and we went to our first dance, and it was scary when all those 8th graders were looking down on us, and we looked like ants. And then when we had our first spirit day, and everyone was screaming and yelling, just trying to represent our own team, and then they were fighting over the signs, and it was chaos. And then when we had our field trips, like rollerblading, ice skating, Soak City, and Boomers, and everyone was just trying not to get in too much trouble, and we were just laughing and making memories. And then summer came and it left, and we became 8th graders. We became top of the school. We thought we ran it, but we kind of did, but not really. And then we all became more comfortable with ourselves, knowing it was our last year. And we all became this huge, big family. And within that big family, I made my own, and that's ASB. ASB they love you, Kira. And ASB has a hate-love relationship. They let you be yourself, and when you opened up to yourself and people loved you for it, you felt so much better of it. And this year, I made best friends with that people I would just say hi to or say, how was your day going last year? And we've all made memories this year. Whether we become a Wolfpack or a Sultan next year, we're always going to be Red Hawks in our heart. So I cannot wait to make more memories in high school. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the class of 2012.
Before you start, hang on just a moment. I would like to ask the audience to remain seated during the recessional, and your child will be going directly for their class picture. Please join us for a reception following, and check in with your homeroom teachers for further direction. Thanks so much to all the parents, grandparents, honored guests for being a part of our promotion ceremony at the greatest school on earth.
In that garden, that was my 8th grade. We're the highway. You got rid of that. Smell of fire. Yeah, I think I we showed up at 7 o'clock in the morning. What do you want to fly on it? Buffet is fine.
Once again, parents, if you would be so kind as to wait in the front of the building here, while the teachers work with the kids in the back, they will come out to you in the front of the building here. Please enjoy some cookies and lunch here. They will out to you in just a minute.
I don't know here, maybe a little